Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, our players are...
Hi, I'm Lance Corporal Higgimus. Am I a Lance Corporal anymore?
Nope, you're not. You're
No,
Corporal.
I'm Corporal. I'm Corporal Higgimus, Giff fighter.
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon Miek, who was Braxon Miek last week, and he's still Braxon Miek this week.
Yeah, we'll see if we can change that.
Hi, I play Yeldan Sharpeye, a Elven Ranger.
Levalithana, a elven wild mage.
Hi, Lafdul Meanglade, a specialty priest and thief multiclass.
Ockar is having some technical difficulties. He's going to try and show up as soon as he can. And, yeah, just, join us when he is able. Alright, so you guys had pulled out from your asteroid and we're heading towards the crystal shell. Not actually.
Testing.
Yes.
Testing. Is this
hey.
working?
Yes.
Yeah, it's working.
Hey, you made it.
I jury-rigged the solution since I still do not have a computer.
All right.
Oh,
That's fine.
I will
Works.
I will roll dice for you if the need arises.
I have the Twitch stream on my TV so I can see the map, and I'm using my phone for voice chat.
Sounds good. Okay. So
I don't think it's supposed to work this way at all, but I'm doing it.
no, I mean
No,
it
it'll do.
yeah, it works as a short-term
I
Sure,
did that
focus.
when my laptop failed. You will notice there's a slight delay on the Twitch.
hopefully it's a little bit less than it was before. Because I do have the beta low latency thing, but I'm not sure how low that is, and I'm not sure how effective that is. I also
Well,
don't know
here's-
if it. I also don't know if it depends on the device that you're using to watch. But
There's only one way to test latency. By taking
uh,
a test post in the Twitch chat and seeing how long it takes to show up on your thing.
yeah, that's true.
Okay. Test. If that worked, I'm not sure. It didn't show
Live
up on.
testing
Yeah.
with AuldDragon.
I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, for the most part, you're not really gonna need to see too much. I can convey vocally what you need. So,
Gotcha.
anyway, so you guys were at your asteroid, and it is going to take a few days, well, more than a few days, a number of days to get to the crystal shell.
In the direction we need to go.
It's going to be about, let's see, I had that written down. So it's going to take another 7 days to get there.
Out of a passing interest, this you can kind of skip over this if you haven't got anything planned. I've only just thought about this last night. If I were to cast augury on our friend here to get basically to see if I can discern is he a dangerous person? Well, not necessarily is he a dangerous person. Is he endangered, should I say? Will there be trouble taking him with us? I don't know if that
So
even
for
now.
those who may have missed last session, you did agree to take a passenger, an arcane, with you to refuge, and that is what you're talking about, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
No, that's fine.
No, I was just thinking if I could discern something from the nature.
I mean, you could,
Maybe he's not being
Of
quite
course.
honest, so
you could try casting it.
basically my augury would give me an idea of, there's going to be a lot of danger, and obviously based on that we could try getting some insights based on that. I don't know. Maybe we'll start a conspiracy or something.
I mean,
Or,
it's
you
up to
know-
you if you want to cast it. That's
Oh yeah, it's just downtime,
If
I'll-
Lafdul talks about this openly, Braxon says he's surprised there's no Rygar guards for the arcane.
don't you mean Giff?
Giff? Well, either. The Rygar quite often work as servants for arcane, don't they?
I don't think so. They're a little bit too uppity about that kind of thing. They don't consider themselves working for anyone.
Okay.
I think you might be mixing up arcane, like a little element of arcane and the Rhaegar Lakshu relationship.
We'll discuss this another time.
That's fine. But no. It would certainly be a little bit surprising that he has no personal guards at all. Arcane are big on hiring Giff as guards when they can. Otherwise, occasionally, just human warriors and stuff like that. So yes, it is a little bit unusual that he has no guards at all. But if you want to cast augury, you can do so.
Yeah, I just want to see if there seems to be more to the sky than meets the eye. I don't know how to discern the question because you've got to ask it from a question perspective.
Yep.
Will there be? All right, I think I've sort of got it. Will there be more danger than otherwise we would have taken him along with us? Can I ask it like that, or is that too vague?
That's kind of a yes or no question. So
Yeah. It has to be vague for a reason.
well, it's you could get a yes, there is more danger, or no, there is not any more danger.
Yeah, but I could get an idea of a scale.
Maybe.
Could I inquire it like that? So I get a straight rating of, how dangerous is he? Taking him with us.
If you can think of a way to ask that.
How much more endangered will we be taking him with us?
Okay, that's what you're going to ask?
Yeah.
You get no response at all.
No, that was a terrible question. Or it just failed.
Or there is no difference.
Yeah.
No, you would if it was a response of there is no difference, then you would expect an answer. You got no answer at all. Like you can't read anything from your dice.
Yeah.
The dice are blank.
Oh well, sad face. I also create free temporary healing potions and I hand them out to people. I'll have to start cycling them.
Are you going to
few
say
days.
that you're going to regularly do that?
Yeah.
So that there's
So
always
every
X number.
every
or something?
fourth day, I won't have any second level spells.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, your augury does not return any response. So, you want to assume that that's you're doing that on the first day after leaving the asteroid?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, I do want to mention that I did generate the new helmsman that you got. He is a priest of Celestian. His name is Paris Abrador.
Labrador.
What?
Nothing. The name just kind of sounds funny.
Oh, okay. So I will paste it in there. There you go.
So, what? Okay.
So that is the that is your helmsman, your new helmsman. So he's
Labrador. Damn, Braxon.
No, not Labrador. So type the name of the deity. Sure, I can do that.
Yeah, something I'd look it up.
Okay. So
Cool.
what shift is he going to be on? First or second?
Whatever Beloriana had.
Wait, there's a god called
think-
Celestian?
Yeah,
just
it's
say
a-
second. It
second shift,
doesn't
alright.
matter. It's-
Yeah, I mean it doesn't really
Honestly,
matter.
it's like
That just kind of sounds like a really generic
Order
name,
even.
but okay.
It's a
Just the one opposite in Norferic.
well, right. But, so what's then the question would be what's Norfericon?
Oh my god.
Oh, let's
I
have a
already
look at our
had that.
doc.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
No, I
Hang
mean
on, the
it doesn't
doc.
need to. You can set it new every time. It doesn't matter. It's more for determining.
Okay, no Ferric gets first one, and this other person gets second.
Thank you.
How are we splitting our shifts?
2 shifts.
You
I
guys
will be
don't
separate
specifically need to be on specific shifts. I mean, you've got enough crew handling stuff.
Yeah, but that means we're also all going to be like vaguely tired around the same time if we're all.
Yep.
I would have thought that Braxon and Higgimus would be taking the opposite shifts.
Yeah, I want to take the opposite shift of Ockar because like we're the only 2 healers, so to speak.
I thought he was going to say because I don't like him.
Lafdul would never say that out loud.
he would. He's a troublemaker.
It is a troublemaker.
All right. So
Doesn't mean he'd
first
say it
is
out loud.
Nor Higgimus.
Hell,
I'll take Ockar.
You'll take
Lafdul.
Ockar.
I'll say after.
Yeah.
I'll be on the shift with Higgimus.
Yeldan, which shift do you want to be on?
I'll be on first shift.
Okay. Levin.
Oh, wait, no, I'm the only other person with a spyglass other than Higgins. I'll be on second shift.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll go in first.
Okay. All right. So 2 is Paris.
I can't use my both my rings at the same time, can I? Sight free solid walls and levitate an object.
No.
Oh,
Mainly
so much
because
fun.
it requires concentration to use
Yeah, it'd be too
basically
much.
either of them.
Oh god, I think I changed my mind. I want to make certain I'm on the opposite shift to Lafdul.
Yeah, you are.
No, he's thinking about playing a prank on the arcane.
Oh God, no!
Oh no!
I just blame it on Yeldan. I was going to say Lafdul. Oh god.
Have fun.
Why would you blame it on me? I'd be sleeping at the
I
time.
know, because
Oh,
you
wait,
just
no, I
seem to
wouldn't.
object straight away.
All right.
Yeah.
So we've got the shifts set up. All right. The first let's see. All right. So is there anything specific that you guys want to do day to day, anything like that?
I would like Braxton to continue to work on the ship if he is willing to. I will help Leva try to organize her books so that when we do get a new ship, it would be easier for her to put together her magical library, or
Oh,
whatever
thank
that's
you.
called.
Okay.
Thank you.
And yeah, those are the only things I could think of for Higgimus. Continue to make sure that I have a good sense of where we're going with the star charts and such.
One thing about Paris Abrador, since he is a priest of Celestian, who is Celestian is known as the Star Traveler. He does have both wild space and phlogiston navigation.
That's amazing.
That's pretty. Like, that might actually come in handy for going to an unknown sphere.
Okay.
I guess I'll just hang out with my wolf.
Yeah, if you guys don't have anything specific that you want to do, that's perfectly fine.
First thing Braxon will do before fixing hull points and stuff is get the damaged weapons replaced.
I'm pretty sure they already got replaced.
Oh, you see, you said that.
on the dock.
I apologize. You said that he has phlogiston navigation.
Yep.
Okay, I will ask him if he can start showing me the ropes with that.
No problem. Okay. The Braxon, would you have started repairs as soon as you left Brawl, so you'd actually have a because it takes a week to do one full hull point, so you would have gotten a day's worth of work on the trip to the asteroid, and then a day around the asteroid kind of thing. So it's only 5 days of the journey to the
For a while.
the shell to get the first hull point repaired.
Oh yeah, how's
Sorry?
the progress on the asteroid going?
So
you
would,
cut out a bit there.
would you have started right when you left Brawl, or are you starting from the time you left the asteroid, your asteroid?
Well, he would have been working on it continually.
All right, so you started right away. From
So
leaving Brawl.
I had when we went in towards Brow, I had when we arrived at Brow and people were staying in rooms, I said Braxton's going to stay on the ship, so he would have been working on the ship.
Except that at the time the ship was being repaired in dry dock by the Brawlian.
Oh right, yeah, cool.
You were working
right.
on the Wasp.
Skip that.
So-
yeah, he was working.
So
He
I
was
mean,
working on the other
you
one.
still
Yeah.
have some effectively hull point damage on the barge right now. So the question is, would you have started as soon as you left Brawl, or are you waiting until you leave your asteroid?
No, he would have started straight away, but
Okay.
his priority would have been to replace the weapons.
They were already done.
They were already done. Okay, then he would have started straight away.
Okay, so you get another hull point repaired before you get to the crystal shell, and then you start working
Oh.
on the next one.
One minor thing, I would have tried to I would have offered to teach this the other priest about the create temporary healing potion if he's able to use second level spells.
He is able to use second level spells, and he will be interested in learning that.
So that means
So
we're
if
on
he had
46.
something later down the line to teach me, I'd be interested.
Okay.
That
I'm
means
just
we're
putting it
on,
out there.
sorry.
Come on.
Just
I'm
to
done.
clarify, does that mean we're on 46 hull points?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I updated it. Did you
You
want to
updated
take?
it?
Yeah. Did you want to keep track of that for us, Braxon, or did you want me?
No, well, it's just I'm editing the Barge Patar sheet, trying to put in the shifts at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if both of you are editing it at the same time, I'm not sure how that's going to work out.
Okay, let me close it and go back in it.
You might want to have
Oh,
just one person do that.
Well, I don't mind you looking after it. I just wanted to add the shifts on
Okay.
because we're going to forget
Ockar.
next week.
Was asking if we got the shields.
Yeah, you did get the shields.
How good are they compared to a normal shield?
They're perfectly normal shields. The advantage that they have is that they're less likely to be destroyed from fire and hot things. So they get
cool.
They get a item saving throw bonus against fire.
In case we run into a dragon or something.
Right. It's just a case where, you know, if you get caught in a like a fireball or another fire spell and you fail your saving throw, the item on the check to see if it's destroyed gets a bonus to the saving throw.
Cool. Was just curious.
Okay, so another 7 days pass uneventfully on the trip to the Crystal Shell. Similar to the Arcane, basically stays in whatever cabin you've assigned to him, other than coming out to get meals. He doesn't really say anything to anyone else beyond, you know, normal pleasantries. Given that they are 12 feet tall and ship ceiling height is usually around 10 feet, he's not the most comfortable, you know, moving around the ship, so he tends to stay in his cabin. Anything specific you guys want to do before you get to the Crystal Sphere? Last check.
Nothing
not-
I can think of. Make sure that he's fed. Kind of.
Yeah, if not, that's fine.
Braxon will make sure all fires are extinguished, and he will insist that the arcane allows him to check there's no naked flames in his cabin.
I will remind Braxton to keep away from the button on his rod that causes a flaming sword to come out
Lafdul
when we're in
waves his
there.
dagger above his head.
No fire weapons. We don't want to repeat of last time.
Okay, so when you go to check with Similar to make sure that he has no open flames in his cabin, you rap on the door, and he opens. Yes, what can I do for you?
Sorry to disturb you, sir. Just doing an inspection to make sure you've got no open flames. We're approaching the sphere wall.
Of course I do not. I know the dangers of the phlogiston well.
Would you mind letting me in for a second just to look around?
Not a problem. He stands to the side. He's kind of hunched over. His head is bowed so that he's not, rubbing against the ceiling. And he lets you into his cabin. You see a small trunk. You don't actually remember him bringing it on board. But, Arcane are mysterious and known for mysterious things.
This is getting Lafdul's hairs in the back of his neck to stick up.
Yeah, it's
What a
it's too
shame
bad
you
he's-
didn't do it.
Yeah, it's what a shame you're not actually there and don't know anything about this.
Yes, all right. Lafdul will keep his ear open for
Braxon might not even mention it.
He might not. He might.
He does have
so
a
Braxton says-
large book
Yeah.
open on the table in his cabin. It is written in a language that you cannot understand. You don't recognize the characters at all. And he does have a small lamp of some sort of a design that you're not familiar with that is glowing with a soft yellow light. Very steady. It reminds you of the lights, the continual light objects that you have. But
Yeah.
you don't know if it's the same thing or not. You don't feel
Okay.
any heat from it.
Yeah. So Braxton says, "Thank you very much, sir." Bows and leaves the room.
He closes the door after you. Okay. So you're approaching the crystal shell, and suddenly the ship drops out of Spelljammer speed. It is too early for that. You're not close to the. You're still a number of hours away from the crystal shell. You would have expected the ship to drop out in another 4 hours or so.
Braxton dashes up to the deck and calls out to whoever's on watch. Report. Why have we stopped?
I guess that would be the first. Would that be the first watch or the second watch?
This is second watch.
Must be the second watch because
Yeah.
it happened when Braxton just left the Arcane's room.
Yeah, so Braxon, Lafdul, and who else?
Yeldan. So, unless one of you guys was actively on watch, which seems unlikely, that's what you have crew for. The crew that are on watch shouts to you, Braxon. He says, "I see nothing, sir." What do you
Right.
do?
So Braxton calls out. Right. Everyone, take an angle and look out. Yeldan, have a look around with your spyglass, see if you can see anything.
Yeah. I will.
I'm gonna wake Higgimus. There's something dodgy going on.
Okay.
Lafdul spies on the arcane.
You're gonna use your ring.
He's just gonna look casually just to see what's going on in there. That's all.
Okay. You use your ring to see through the wall, and you see a rather strange sight. He's donning armor, plate armor of some sort.
Elven plate armor.
Anything else?
Nope, that
Aside-
seems what he's doing. As you watch, he makes his way to the to his cabin door and leaves his cabin, starts heading up on deck. Braxon has gone down to wake up Higgimus and Ockar and Leva. So, Yeldan, you are essentially the only person on deck when the Arcane gets onto, gets up and says, he looks to you and says, "Why have we slowed? We are not at the shell wall yet. What is going on?" Yeldan?
I'm looking around for something.
Hey guys, I just got my computer back.
Okay. Well,
So that was the reason why we were stopped.
No.
apparently someone was delivering the computer, yeah.
We had a delivery.
Have
We
you
tried the
tried
arcane
turning
about
your
a delivery.
Have you tried turning your helm off and on again?
So Yeldan, what are you responding to him with?
Have I spotted anything yet?
Nope.
I'm looking to see if I can find whatever caused us to stop.
He frowns a bit and says,
Because nobody can see it.
"You see nothing that caused this?"
No, I can't see anything that could have caused us to stop. No body, no asteroids, no.
All right. He leaves it at that and lets you go back to looking. You're not sure exactly what he's doing. He does seem to be looking himself, but he does not have a spyglass or anything of the sort. Higgimus and Ockar, would you guys be donning your armor?
Would I have enough
Nope.
time to get into the full plate?
Well, the question that you don't know what's going on. Braxon has woken you up and said that you've slowed from spelljamming speed to tactical speed, but there's nothing in sight.
I guess
that
I'll
can be
get
seen.
on my. I had the backup armor in case of emergencies on the ship, so I guess I'll get on the scale mail and grab my shield and sword.
Okay.
I'm just going to grab my shield and my hat.
Okay. And I assume your sword too.
Yeah, guns.
All right.
My weapons. I'm not going to put my armor on.
All right.
Okay.
Your head is a weapon. Let's need that.
Okay. So you two, Ockar, it'll take you a few rounds to get that armor on. I'll let you know if anything happens, whether you are able to get that on in time and stuff like that. So you head up to what was that?
I said that the scale armor is a lot faster to put on than full plate, which is why I keep it as backup for the ship.
Right. But it still takes some time.
Yeah, true.
So Higgimus, you get up on deck, and once again
Ask for a report.
the crew tells you, "See nothing that caused us to drop to tactical speed, sir."
There must have been something. Keep an eye out. See if there's any wrinkles in the stars or anything like that. There's got to be something to make it stop. Unless something's wrong with the helm. I'll go check the helm.
Braxton's going to come back with a couple of crew members carrying some flour to load in the forward catapults.
Okay.
That's a lot of flour you're going to be using.
Yeah.
if you're trying
Just
to
a couple of
guess.
bags.
Oh, I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to make
Yeah,
whatever is visible by throwing flour at it.
Right, but that will cut into your food supplies.
That's
Yeah,
a lot of flour.
That's a lot of flour.
What, a couple of bags?
A couple of bags
Yeah.
that's flour for many meals.
When you say
Yeah.
bags, it's like sacks. It's not like
Yeah.
little things.
All right, what have we got that we can fire to do the same thing?
Too bad Lava doesn't have
To be fair, none of us have encountered an invisible ship, so none of us, or an invisible object of that magnitude to...
Mhm. We don't know if it's an invisible object or an illusion that's hiding it from us.
Is the helm's person okay? I'll-
Yeah, so you go to the helm room, and Paris says, "I have no idea why we dropped out. It's as if there's something there, but I can't see anything."
All right.
I'll tell you what. Then we'll bring up some offcuts and sawdust from where we've been doing repairs on the ship, and we'll put that in a catapult. Have we got forward-facing catapult?
Yeah, you got
No.
two.
Oh, we do?
Okay, so we'll stick that in a forward-facing catapult and set light to it.
Why would you set light to this?
And because we're going to fire it forward, and it'll be glowing little bits. While the little air envelopes, yeah, a load of little shrapnel bits that are on fire, and we'll see if there is a black hole in the middle of where they go that's kind of shaped like a ship.
Can we see underneath our ship?
I mean, you can get someone down there. You can see, if someone looks over the edge, you can easily see down. The helmsman can see basically 360 degrees.
And he said, "So this
Good call,
not
Higgimus.
Scaver. It's not Scavers."
Paris, I want you to rotate the ship upside down now, please.
Okay, he starts doing that. You are still not seeing anything.
Right, are we ready to fire our catapult?
Yeah.
Just be armed to bear.
But I mean, you're firing off into space. You've got literally 360 degrees in all directions. That whatever this is could be.
I've realised. But if we got an empty gap in front, we could just keep moving forwards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody be on the ready. Does anybody know of anything that would be invisible out here?
Lafdul's got no idea.
All right. Well, I will just continue to scan the sky with my spyglass, see if I can't find anything.
Watch out for stars that go dark.
Yeah, I've made the crew aware of that as well.
Okay. So you are still not seeing anything. I assume you're just continuing the ship forward, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
All right. You continue forward at your normal speed, keeping an eye out everywhere. Now, Ockar, at this point, you would be able to get your armor on and get up on deck. So you will now, when things happen, you've gotten your scale armor on and join in the group. After a number of minutes, you do feel a slight shift in the gravity plane, as if something was entering your air envelope. And you can suddenly hear the sounds of another ship. People calling out to handle rigging, stuff like that. It's it's obvious ship noises and stuff like that. The creaking of wood.
Which direction?
It's hard to tell.
Can I cast detect magic?
Give me a wisdom check.
Wait.
Well, Yeldan is asking this first, so Yeldan, give me a wisdom check.
Wisdom. My wisdom exactly.
Okay. You think it's coming from the forward starboard angle, but before you can convey anything to anyone, suddenly a 8-foot tall armored figure just blinks into view on the on your deck. He is wearing spiky plate armor, completely covering him. You cannot see anything beyond the armor. Carrying a large halberd. And he immediately points at Semler the Arcane and says, "Arcane, your doom is upon you." And now I need everyone to give me 1d10 for surprise, modified by your reaction adjustment for dexterity.
See my note there.
Yep, you can do that, but you still are surprised. This is all happening like instantaneously.
Okay. So 1d10 modified by our reaction.
Would it be -2 rather than +2?
Yeah. So
No.
well,
Wait,
no. Well,
No.
sorry. Hold on a second.
How does it work? Because you want lower is better, isn't it?
Yes.
Well,
It
higher.
Yes. So it is
+2.
minus.
It said +2.
No, it is.
so...
It is. It's a bonus, so it is minus.
Okay.
Sure, sorry.
Apparently, most of us are surprised.
Luckily, my reaction adjustment's 0.
So it seems mine is as well.
Yep. All right. Let me roll for Ockar.
Well, that's either really good or really bad.
It's really bad.
Bad for most of us. I've got like a slight average roll.
All right. Yep.
Who's surprised?
Everyone is surprised. That was for Ockar.
Yeah, no. Do you
What
need to
the-
roll with the crew?
Pretty much.
No, the crew is surprised as well.
Crew's always going to act slower than us.
Let me actually get this stuff off.
Good thing I.
Okay, so oh, actually, I need to put a token on here for him. Give me just a second. Knew I
Damn,
forgot to do
Bet
something.
I'm surprised, because otherwise I could say what direction the ship's in.
Holy cow! There we go.
We could shoot our ballistas at it. What was it? Forward port side or starboard?
Forward, starboard.
Well, I suppose this is a chance for Braxton to get used to his battle axe.
Okay. Since it did appear in the midst of you, and since you're surprised, it's able to get to the arcane before you guys can do anything. So, let me go ahead and...
Is the arcane surprised as well?
Yeah, he is.
He's wearing plate though, so it means he can't be a wizard. Unless it's elven plate, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think you can cast spells on Elven plate.
Pretty sure you could.
Only multi-classed fighter mages who are elves or half-elves can cast in elven armor. A human in elven mail would still not be able to cast.
Okay, so he is not a spellcaster.
Well, you don't know that's for
Could be a
normal players'
multicast, just
handbook
like
races.
me. I mean, I could wear heavy armor, I just can't use magic.
All right, so the armored figure swings his halberd at similar the arcane, and he does hit. He does hit for
Who's versus a
reasonable
large
amount of
creature
damage. Let's see, that is going to be all right. All right, so now everyone, you can roll a roll initiative.
There is something I was thinking about doing. I needed to double check a spell because I was thinking about using warp. That scroll I got, warp stone or metal. Is it stone or metal? I know it's one
You
of them.
don't know where the ship is yet.
Well,
On the person
yeah.
who's wearing armor,
Oh.
full plate.
All right. While everyone else is rolling,
Yeah,
you
I
go
need
ahead
to
and-
know what. I gotta look this up.
Oh well,
Player,
Braxton's going slow.
Bladed Bird is 5.
What's PSC in your?
I'm
Uh,
drawing.
pre-spell
Yeah.
compendium.
It's like
Okay,
page
since
100,
it's
probably a
the-
second book.
There's only one guy I can see.
Yeah, it's the only thing you can see. You cannot see the other ship.
Actually, yeah. But I know where the other ship is. Maybe I could possibly shoot an arrow at it. But what good would that do?
How
Probably
close
not.
is this guy?
He's in the center of the deck. Anyone who wants to get into melee with him is going to be able to.
Lafdul, you have fairy fire still, right?
I could say I'm doing that in the meantime while I'm looking up the spell.
Okay, so you're going to do that on the first round.
Fairy fire.
Yeah,
but you don't know
fairy
where the
fire.
ship is yet.
Well, no, I'd be doing it on him because
I
this
was
is something
thinking-
I'm just reacting to. Yeah, but you
I
don't have
was
time to
thinking
convey
fairy
that.
fire on the ship. Yeah, but
You have to
plus-
fully coat an object.
Encompass it.
I don't know what level you'd have to be to fully encompass a ship, but
Ultimate Lafdul.
I don't think that's something that Lafdul will ever get to. So
even a level
Hey!
20.
yeah, even level 20.
Don't cut my plans short, old.
The man's got some ambition.
All right,
Oh,
Ockar,
come
would you
on.
just be attacking with your sword? I think he's still
Ockar?
muted.
Where's my
He said that he
token
was setting
say?
up his computer, so I'm gonna assume that he would just attack with his sword.
Yeah, he probably would be trying to
Yeah.
get the attention off the arcane.
And his dog.
Yeah, and the dog.
Let me see what his
Puppy.
Puppy.
I'm using the Blade of Bird on, so my AC is
Let's-
-1. Or
Let's not
plus
start
1.
calling. Let's not start calling Okka's dog Scrappy Doo.
Higgimus,
Beowulf
you're
or
missing
something.
that too.
Was it Beowulf?
it's not-
or Beal?
Behemoth.
Is it dark? Is it dark in the immediate area?
I used the player initiative button.
Yeah,
but
you
then
didn't
choose
hit token.
partly-
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
click
yeah.
my character. That's why.
I'll add you. I'll add you in just a second. You
Is
got a 12.
it dark right now?
It is not dark. It is almost never actually dark in space.
Okay.
Because
Does,
darkness is...
Actually +1. Cool.
Does Braxon have to wait for his initiative to say, prepare to repel borders?
no, you can shout that out. That's fine.
Can I point out the direction where I think the chip is, or no?
On your turn.
That's what I thought.
All right, so,
I'm pretty sure
Leva,
it's
you are going first?
Yep, we are in normal space, aren't we?
Yes.
So I'm going to have a first ever go at trying chromatic orb
Okay.
because I want to cook that guy in his armor.
Wouldn't lightning be more effective? Because
There isn't a lightning effective chromatic
Okay.
orb.
I'm quite happy to go with fire. I have orange gems, and I'll go with fire. So
Okay.
what do we do? What do I do?
You roll a normal attack roll, I believe. You have the spell description handy?
Yes, I do. Just a moment. Oh no, I don't. Not for chromatic orb. Oh no, I don't. Gosh, I have it in front of me.
All right, so you're going
It's-
for fire. That'll be 1 to 8
Fire.
points of damage.
Uh-huh.
Ignites all combustible materials within 3 feet of the target.
So we're in combat.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, I better go for heat. I don't want to put our ship on fire.
Did you roll initiative for me?
I did.
Okay.
I'll go for heat in that case. I'll go for red.
Okay, you get, you'll get, let's see, you'll get a +3 bonus to your attack roll.
I don't even know.
Because he's
What do I
within, he's
roll?
within 30 feet of you.
Okay, so what do I roll?
Normal attack roll.
What school's that under, out of curiosity? Is it the...
It's
Can I
alteration
use the
illusion.
one for the sling, for example?
Just roll 1d20.
Okay.
Sorry, what school's that?
Alteration illusion.
Thank you.
Okay, so with a +3 bonus to attack, unfortunately, you do miss. It goes right by him and goes out into space.
Oh God.
It
no.
doesn't hit the ship.
All right.
Wishful thinking.
All right, so
Yeah.
Lafdul, you are encompassing him in Fairy Fire?
Yep.
All right. Nothing happens.
Oh.
All right, Ockar, you gonna move in and attack, and your wolf is as well?
Yeah, with my sword.
Okay. All right, so you. Actually, I'll do 2d20. One for you, one for your wolf. Okay, you miss, and so does your wolf, actually, with that 17.
Oof.
Really?
Yep.
Oh God.
Armor.
The wolf, his teeth just cannot do anything on that armor. All right, Yeldan.
All right. I only had time to draw one sword. So this is one. This is the blade of Baradan.
Okay.
14 and double check that go. First sword is 15. It's probably gonna be a miss if.
That is a miss.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought so. Unless, of course, the magic of the sword made it hit. I didn't think it was that big.
The arcane blinks out of view. You have no idea where he went. All right, Higgimus.
And on my turn, I will point out to the crew that I think the starboard, the enemy ship is forward starboard.
Okay.
Call upon
And,
the pal of Calder, Cater.
Go ahead and roll your bonus hit points.
Yeah.
That's pretty
That's
good.
pretty good. It's average.
It's above average, actually. 4.5 is average. All right, Braxon. Your turn.
My turn. Right. Okay. Braxton's going to try and clobber him.
You're using the what form of the rod?
No, he's the battle axe form.
Okay.
Because he's trying to learn that. Which means he's not going to do as well.
You hit.
I think he hit.
That's a hit.
Oh!
That is a hit. You bring the
that
axe.
went 1 and then it changed to 19. What happened there?
That's
question
what
it.
you want. Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah, that's what I got. Yeah.
All right, so you
I shook my laptop as it landed on the 1.
You tilted it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not allowed to
Okay.
tilt. You press the
So-
button on the rod, and a large curved axe blade springs out, and you bring it down on his plate armor, striking for. Go ahead and roll 1d8, and you are going to get a roll 1d8 plus 1 because of your strength.
Oh,
Okay, well,
sorry.
that's fine.
I've already rolled a d8
No,
on
that's
its
fine.
own.
That's fine.
You
All right.
just have one, that's all.
And then
I-
plus whatever extra
Yeah, I
damage.
can add that all on. All right. Okay, you hear the creature grunt in a rather wispy voice, and then it turns to you, Braxon.
Uh-oh.
Go for the one that can hurt you, basically.
Braxton says, I want you off my ship!
It turns at you and hisses softly, and I'm gonna need you to make a saving throw versus death, please.
Oh, God.
Right. Oh, hang on.
Thank God
Let's-
fighters have the best
let's type
saving
it properly.
throw versus death right now.
Yeah, typing
Is
it
it?
properly would be good.
I thought it was priests that have best versus death.
Priests do have the best.
Fighters is 11 right now.
Let's have a look.
Mine's 9.
Save
Oh,
versus
really?
death magic, 13.
Really? Yours is 13?
Yeah.
Are you
What's-
sure? What level are
What's
you?
Higgimus's?
Well,
You need
unless
to
it's
be fair.
changed and I forgot to change it.
Let me
Yeah,
look.
because mine's 11 right now.
What level are you?
13.
And I think
Uh,
I'm level...
Oh, well, no.
I think he's asking me.
It's 11. Your thing's 11.
Poison,
You're looking at-
paralyzation, death magic, 11.
Oh, what? Bloody. Sorry. We got my vexed and exited.
So yes, that is a. You do succeed in saving.
Save versus hiss.
Save versus critical hit.
Oh.
That's always a good thing. All right, let's see. I'm gonna need to roll for location.
I thought it might have been actual death magic.
No, it was a critical hit.
Because I figured this thing might be a ghost.
All right, so he brings his halberd around and in a wide sweep against your leg. And it is just going to be that.
Braxton's like the tank.
I don't like the T word.
He's not like you have the most hit points.
Yeah, I know. We were just saying in the chat beforehand how I hate people saying the word tank.
And he hits you in your right leg incredibly hard, dealing 21 points of damage.
Good God.
21. Wow.
Oh,
critical on the
that
halberd,
is
so-
painful.
Can I use alternate reality on that?
Yeah, you could try that. The question is what you want to get re-rolled.
The hit.
Well, he's obviously well. The last thing you rolled, as far as I understand this, the spell, it would essentially re-roll the damage, nothing else, because that's the last roll you did.
It'd probably make me re-roll the saving throw as well.
Let me check.
No.
Well, no,
Like,
as I understand it, it should just re-roll one single roll.
I
That's
thought
bad,
it,
though, 'cause-
I thought you could choose within the last round of actions what action you want to be re-rolled.
You need to touch the creature that made the roll. So you would need to touch this
Oh.
armored creature.
Oh.
Oh, well, forget it. Sorry, Braxon.
Yeah.
I love you, but not that much.
Yeah, Braxon can only take just over 2 of these.
It was
so,
a critical hit, so.
yeah, it was a critical hit. You would need to touch a creature, but you would be able to get the re-roll on the attack. And since that was a natural 20, chances are it would just be, a normal attack roll. Probably still, it may have still hit, but it wouldn't be the critical kind of thing. So keep that in mind for the future in such situations.
Well, can I think about it until the next initiative run?
Yeah, you can do it next round.
Okay. Yep.
How long before our 24 Giff arrive?
The Giff are not going to be able to. If you guys are fighting this in melee, the Giff are not going to be able
there's
to get
so
in.
many of us.
Oh, well, they can get involved after Braxton dies. He'll make a space.
I mean, if you pull out, then yeah, I could have one of them move in, but you'd have to pull out.
I did. Yeldan also pointed out where he thinks the ship is, so they might be on the ballista.
Yeah, they're rushing to get. But you also have Marines. They don't do the weapons unless necessary. I'm just reading over this thing for Lafdul. Hold on a second.
It doesn't say that it's touch, though. That's what I'm wondering.
What's the range?
It says range 1 level. I'm looking in the pre-spell compendium, book 3.
All right, give me a second. Let me look at that.
Page 688.
688.
And 689. It's one that splits between.
Equipped my hands first.
Huh.
I guess it could be based off warp wood, whatever that is.
That is 10 yards per level.
Eh? What? It says. What? Where does it say that? Oh, you're looking at warp wood.
Yeah,
oh.
warp wood is 10 yards per level.
Alright. Should we
Let's
just
see.
base it
Air
off
effects
that, or?
component.
It's a very rare spell. That's a shame. I'd love to have a spell like that.
You
Yeah, but
mean
it's
it's a very
elemental
rare
earth.
spare, as in you should probably.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That's not a school I'd have access to.
Oh, it's not a school you have access to.
You can try it. I will go with that 10 yards per level of the warp wood, because that is odd that it's that's got to be that has got to be a bug. I mean.
Yeah, I will
I've
just
never
check to
noticed.
see what level this is spell cast at, because this is going to be quite high.
Yeah, probably.
The real question is, if it's a high spell, can he combine it to a target?
I'm doing it on his armor.
Okay.
I'm warping his armor.
So
Get myself into the roll 20 room, so I'll just get out Twitch.
okay.
10th level. it's
Everyone
cast
can roll initiative now.
Cool. I'm drawing my second sword.
While we're talking about this thing, just go ahead and roll initiative. So
at.
yeah,
What's the scroll modifier? Plus.
I'm sorry.
What's
It's the
scroll
casting
modifier?
time of this spell. So
Sorry.
in this case, it's 7.
Okay, so some reason my microphone's not working with my computer, so I'm still connected to my phone at the moment for voice chat.
That's fine.
I'll figure that out later.
Yeah, I'd say wait until after the recording session, and this works fine.
I got a 30% chance of failing this spell.
Woohoo! Okay.
Okay, I'm just... Okay. So I was busy just getting things set up computer-wise. What are we fighting?
An 8-foot-tall creature in what appears to be full plate armor.
Oh my.
It is spiky.
Yeah,
You
a
cannot
higher
see.
level version of you.
You cannot see a single piece of flesh on him. It is completely covered in this armor. Like the
Braxon, what's
helmet
your
is
attack?
just has like narrow eye slits and everything.
Oh, it's one of them.
Now you know.
Oh dear.
Wait, what are we up against?
Oh dear. I
Don't
don't know
tell
if
us.
Braxton knows.
You probably
I
wouldn't
don't
know.
know if Braxton knows. I don't think he'd know.
You probably wouldn't know.
This
Oh,
seems like...
blimey.
Why am I reminded of one of the Iron Knuckles from, what was the
I'm
Ocarina
afraid,
of Time?
what I'm afraid of is what I think it might be is a Death Knight, but that's my thought.
If it's a
Would
Death
Leva
Knight,
know?
we may be dead.
Okay.
Would Leva know?
No.
We'll be fine.
None of you guys know.
Okay.
Ockar,
By Odin's festering eye hole, you're huge.
it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to attack with my longsword, and my wolf is going to attack as well.
Alright.
So,
Go ahead and roll 2d20s then.
okay, this one's for me,
Nope.
and this one's for my wolf.
That's a hit.
That is a hit.
That is a critical hit. Let me find its damage.
It's 2d4.
It's
Okay,
a
so
critical
that'd be-
wolf.
That would be 44.
Yep.
It doesn't change because
Now-
this is a large creature.
Animals don't do that. Now, that's basically the only way that it would have hit. So I'm actually going to rule that in this case it's not an actual critical hit.
Aw, but I roll a 20.
That's fine.
It's
You
the
still get
only
double
way that it
damage.
could possibly hit, which means that every attack it would ever make, every successful attack it would ever make would be a critical hit. So
So it's just a 2d4, not 44.
Yep.
Aw, that sucks.
hey, he hit. All right, 5 points of damage. You swing your sword and manage to distract this armored creature just long enough for your wolf to basically throw himself upon the creature and yank at its leg a bit. All you hear is kind of a whispery grunt, and your wolf definitely did not, his teeth did not puncture the armor, but did yank at him a bit before having to drop and back off and circle around kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay. Braxon, your turn.
Right. Okay, let's clobber him.
What's your normal
What's your
Thaco?
Normal Thaco. Unmodified Thaco. Where has it gone?
It
Unmodified
really wasn't there.
Thaco is 15.
Okay. That is a miss.
Okay.
Plate armor, probably.
Okay,
at
Lafdul?
most has -2.
Casting warp armor. Warp armor. Warp stone and
Okay.
metal on the armor.
So you have a 30% chance of failure.
So roll those
let's
dice.
just roll that
Okay.
to see if you get the spell.
Okay.
Do I fail? How would I know if I fail?
It just wouldn't work.
Yeah.
But then again,
would
well,
I visually see myself just not being able to control it?
yeah, probably.
Uh,
Yeah, you would know if it failed because
Failed
of,
because on my
yeah.
part.
And let's see.
This is a really good spell against full armored people. But whether or not there's actually something inside does kind of matter, I think.
Oh, you think it might be possessed armor?
No, well, it crushes.
Let's see. So must also fail a saving throw versus the armor. That's going to be a failure. Okay, you hear the twisting of metal and popping sounds. It doesn't quite have the effect that you might have expected. It still is. You still cannot see a single bit of its flesh inside, but I am going to give you guys a bonus to hit it because its armor is bent and melted. I mean, not melted, but bent and a bit out of shape and stuff like that.
You're poking the gaps.
So, all right. So you guys will have... basically, his armor class is just reduced. All right. Yeldan, your turn.
Yeah, I was just adding something to my character sheet.
Also, by the way, you cannot hear the sounds of the other ship anymore.
Oh, they've dropped him off.
And your gravity plane is normal again.
I pointed out where I thought they were, so...
Yep.
Has there been shots being taken at it?
They're like lining up and loading and stuff like that, and we'll do it at the end of the round.
Work.
So, first one's my Lady Baradan.
Okay, what's your THAC0?
Yeah, let me check. Because my longsword are adjusted. 15, and in my offhand, 16.
Okay. You do hit with the Blade of Borodan.
Okay, that... Is it a large creature?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay. You don't have any other modifiers, correct?
No, I don't have a strength bonus.
Yep. Okay. All right, you deal that much damage. All right. Leva, what are you going to do?
I'm going to use alternate reality. I took a long time to think about it, which is why I was so slow.
You're still alternate reality my warp.
No, he doesn't have to do that.
No, I won't do that. I will alternate the reality, the hit on Braxon. Actually, I wonder what the others in the group think when Leva all of a sudden runs forward to touch that armored thing.
Most of them probably just think you're doing some sort of spell and don't really know. And once the alternate reality takes place, no one else remembers what happened. You know, maybe vaguely,
the alternate version.
Yeah. All right, so
change it to is what happened.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
An attack roll?
Yep, D20. Yeah, you have to touch this guy.
Oh, gosh.
Which one are you trying to touch? Oh,
well,
wow.
I think he touches.
You touched.
I embrace him.
No, you most definitely do not. You just start going up. Touch, run away.
Yeah, that's what I imagine a
It's
critical.
on a 20, I reckon.
No, it's not an
touch him
actual
and get
attack,
out
so
of
there is no chance of a critical on this. But the fact that you got a 20 is a guaranteed hit.
Yeah.
She's trying to touch the name omitted due to censorship.
All right, so Braxon, you were at full hit points before, right?
Yeah.
You're at full hit points.
Oh god, that alternate reality.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, he missed. He missed.
Yeah, of course he missed. He always missed.
He always misses.
Yep. So, he's taking another
That's doing
swing
a
at you,
lot better.
Braxon, though.
Oh, he's not going for me who hit him last? Okay, interesting.
Oh, wait. Don't I get a second attack this round?
It's not the end of the round yet.
No. It's his
But-
turn.
It's
I
not
mean,
the end of the
after
round yet.
this.
Yeah.
I just
I also
remember
noticed
that.
This guy's really slow, for the most part, like Higgimus.
All right.
all getting
He
pretty bad
misses
rolls.
against you again, Braxon.
Yeah, that's the third time he's missed, or the second.
Second.
He's
Alright.
not so dangerous.
Higgimus?
That's what you think. Where does Leva stand in relation to this thing?
You are in melee range, so if you were to move away, you would get an attack of he would get an attack of opportunity against you.
Help me!
Maybe not your best choice, dear.
Well, the thing is it's not attacking you right now. What you can do is you can just spend your next turn to or fighting retreat to get out of there. So you're not, so you don't take an off
Yeah,
attack.
but he gets an attack of opportunity for me. It doesn't-
Someone-
In any case, if I move away.
Probably pull you out and take your place.
My
Like
Thaka's a
me.
15.
That's a hit.
And Braxon doesn't even know I saved him. He thinks I've just been stupid to all of a sudden stand beside him.
He is large, remember.
Oh, he's large.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
I think reality shifted to make sense of it. Otherwise, everybody would make fun of you.
But
Well, we all
Braxton will
saw you
remember
touch-
Lever fondly.
Well,
Alright,
the thing
so-
is he's not attacking you because you haven't damaged him yet.
All right, so Higgimus comes in. He does an overhand chop down onto this guy.
That's on chop.
For quite a lot of damage.
I think he's changing targets.
The creature grunts in what you think is pain as your swing comes down on him, but he is not dead. Okay, Ockar, you get your
Yeah,
second
push it.
attack.
Yep. Thank you, longsword expertise. So,
What's your Thaco?
that goes 15, but we get a bonus against this guy, right?
Well, you're not getting a bonus. Your his armor class is reduced. I mean, that is technically a bonus, but that is still a miss.
Aw.
Okay, so it's still negative.
All right, go ahead and roll initiative now.
Same initiative. Wow.
Oof. Those guys ain't so bad. But I know what it's like to fight me now.
Right?
Oh, Braxton's going slightly slower.
Also, I realize I have yet to put down the stats for my heavy lance. I'll do that while I'm waiting.
Okay. Is that everyone?
Looks like.
Lafdul? I don't see you in there.
I'm on mute, weren't I? Alright, I was muted. I'm looking up the spell seeking. Because I'll be shooting into melee, and that spell allows me to shoot into melee without hitting my allies. That scroll.
Keep in mind that a lot of damage has been dealt to this guy already.
Yeah.
How dead is it?
You have no idea.
Higgimus just did
But-
21.
Yeah, Higgimus did do 21.
I can blast the Giff.
Yeah, because we're
What?
all on melee.
Yeah, there's a very limited amount of things I can do. I try to look out for the ship, sod it.
Okay.
Ship
So
has
the crew did fire off some shots, some ballista bolts and a catapult shot in the direction that you indicated. So go ahead and mark off 3 ballista ammo and 1 catapult shot. And as far as you guys can tell, it didn't hit anything. Okay. So did you roll yet, Lafdul? No. Yeah.
Actually, can I cast detect magic?
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, I do that then.
Oh, you're gonna try to use detect magic to see if you can use that to see where the other ship is?
Well, see anything around, maybe. Did that roll?
You did 99.
Yeah, yeah, it shouldn't be 99.
What should it be?
Yeah, I am just checking. Spells detect magic. Cast time 1 round. Yeah, so basically
it is 1
end of
round?
turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Leva, you are casting magic missile.
Yes, I don't think there's any point in running away. He only has to look hard at me, and I'll fall over dead.
You can cast.
Okay,
You can attack.
Yeah, you get an attack. He
do
gets an
that.
attack of opportunity against you when you're casting non-touch-based spells in melee range.
Yeah. That's why I mentioned that the fighting retreat, which you could have done, which is a retreat that allows you to disengage, basically.
Since you might
Right.
not have known, do you want to revise? Do you want to revise your
That-
action?
Just too many people talking
Yeah.
before.
Let me explain these guys.
Okay.
So since you may not have been aware, do you want to revise your action? I'll let you do that this time.
Okay, let me repeat. So you're saying if I cast a magic missile, he will get an attack of opportunity because
Yes.
I'm casting it. Okay. Can I cast a different spell?
Do you have a touch-based spell?
I'm looking it up right now. Breath of... What's it called? Breath of...
Bewilderment?
Bewilderment, yes.
It's most definitely not a touch-based spell.
Okay. In that case... No, I don't. Duomer is not... Well, I could use Nahal's Reckless Duomer, but...
You could
You know
try
what,
to get a touch-based spell out of that, yes.
But that wouldn't
Yeah.
actually be. I mean, you're casting another spell and then getting the touch-based spell, so you'd still be casting a non-touch-based spell initially.
Alright, I do have a touch-based spell. I use that on myself. I use invisibility.
Okay.
That is as far as I... Yes, it is.
What is the casting time on that?
2.
Okay, so that's not going to be fine. Not going to modify it at all. All right, so you
Well,
get
yes,
that.
it is. It's,
Well,
um,
but 7 to
8.
8 doesn't matter. You're still moving at the same time, so
Yes.
essentially. Okay. So you wink out of view, and Braxon.
Braxon swings around his magical battle axe and tries to chop the guy in the gut.
But
Okay.
hits Higgimus instead.
Yeah. Don't give all the ideas.
I'm predicting that natural 1.
Not quite,
Almost!
It's a 2.
but that is a miss.
Yeah.
All right, Yeldan.
Jesus.
Yeah, those
Oh.
are both misses. Ockar.
Okay, 1 for me,
Son of a.
Nice.
1 for my wolf.
Yeah, the wolf
Wolf.
misses.
So,
God.
roll. This guy's a large creature,
Yep.
which means I roll 2d12 plus. Let's see, that's 2d12 plus 2.
Yep.
Nice.
Sorry, when Lafdul crits with his dagger, he does like 1d3.
All right. So you bring your sword in right on the some twisted parts of his armor at his torso, and you hear the snap and tear of metal as your blade snaps some of the joints. All of a sudden, the armor just completely collapses down, and coming from inside is just a smoking nothingness from the center of the pieces of armor, and they all start twisting and crunching up.
So the armor is effectively useless now.
Well, I mean, it was useless before, too, but it's even more so now. And there is no... As far as you can tell, there is no flesh inside at all.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
I
I'll
look
keep
at
it. I think I'll keep it as scrap metal.
And I just go, what the hell was that?
Living armor, apparently. I say as I pick up the pieces as I plan to use it as scrap metal for practicing later.
Well, the arcane is not on deck right now.
Oh, he left?
He disappeared. You have no idea where he went.
Braxton's going to go downstairs to the arcane school.
I'm sorry?
I'm on mute again. God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, I say I have detect magic cast. Can I not see if he's vanished or if he's leaving a trail? Or can I just...
Well, you don't know anything about the arcane himself. Braxon is
The
heading
ship,
down
though.
to the to his quarters. The armor and the halberd in question are definitely registering as magical.
Oh, the
Um,
harbor didn't break. The halberd didn't break though, did it?
It did twist up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I
they're
guess he
both
did
kind of
target it with. He targeted the guy, so his.
Well, I
halberd-
targeted the armor, but it's the area of effect.
Yeah, I mean you can just look at stuff.
Can we get these fixed, or are they kind of useless?
They're basically useless.
You'd have to reforge it completely.
Yeah. And,
Okay.
And that assumes that there isn't, that assumes that they're normal magic items, which they may not be.
I guess we'll
Can I
just talk
tell
them.
if it's radiating magic from my spell effect?
There is magic radiated. I mean, they're all magical. It's not quite a blend of magics that you're familiar with, and you really can't make heads or tails of what it's detecting as. It's just all magical.
Can he see where the ship is?
Nope.
It's very small range.
Yeah.
Be touching the ship, basically. I look around for the arcane with my detect magic.
You don't see him up here. Braxon, when you went down below, did you knock on his door?
Yeah. Knock on his door, identify myself in case he thinks I'm the enemy. Say that that armored creature has been destroyed. Do you need healing?
You hear his voice from inside say, "You have disposed of him? I am fine. I will take care of myself."
Well, what's left of him is still on the deck if you want to see him.
I will take your word for it.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me know.
Okay, I'm gonna get a guard put at your door for the time being, just in case there's any more of those things.
They do not travel in groups. I think we should be fine.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, very well then.
That means he knows what they are.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, that's he basically, you're getting the impression from him that he is not interested in discussing the issue.
Yeah. So Braxon comes up and says, "I don't know what that thing is, but our passenger knows exactly what it is." And he says they travel it on their own.
Did you ask him what it is?
No, I didn't.
He didn't want to talk about it. I take it from that by the fact.
I could have pushed the issue, but I decided to leave him for now.
We can
Just
ask over
asking
dinner
what
or
the
breakfast.
what the creature is not really pushing. It's just asking for information.
Oh, no. What I mean is, I could have pushed the issue. I decided not to at that time. I just wanted to
Mhm.
make sure everything was okay up here.
Mm.
Is anyone hurt? I thought he was going to hit me at one point, but he missed.
Yeah, it was a close call.
Leva looks at you and grins and says, he missed.
Lafdul gives Lev a funny look. It's like, whatever. Don't believe you for a minute.
So is the arcane okay?
Yeah. He just
He
fled.
took an injury, but he refused healing.
Actually, could I make a healing proficiency check to see if I can persuade him? I go into great details about the injuries and, you could get infections and...
He probably has some sort of magic.
I know, but I'm just trying to blag my way in.
Well, go on then. Go for it.
Yeah, if you want to go try that, go ahead.
Lafdul knocks on the door.
Actually, Leva follows him because she's still invisible, so she can just follow him.
Lafdul can detect the magic radiating behind him.
You can detect that there's some illusion phantasm in the area. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't be illusion phantasm for you. It would be,
I just point at her.
You can't actually point at her. You just know that there's
what?
something in the general area. Detect magic does not work like detect invisibility.
You know that there's magic in the area, and you cannot detect where the magic is.
Right.
All right, yeah, regardless. I knock.
Now, what that does mean is that, someone who's invisible and silenced would not be able to actually sneak up on you. Like a thief with invisibility would not be able to get backstab on a wizard with detect magic because they would know that there's something there. They just don't know exactly where, so they would be on their defensive. Yeah, I'm not sure what invisibility would be for a priest.
Elemental air, probably.
Nah, I don't think so. It would probably be Guardian, I think. So I'll go with that.
Oh.
Yeah, Guardian. So you go down and knock on his door and go ahead and say what you say.
Hello, I'm the resident priest healer. You seem to have took an injury. Do you want me to
No,
take a look at
I'm
it?
fine. I've taken care of the issue.
Oh, you have magical means of your own?
Of course I do. I'm an arcane.
Forgive me, I am a bit naive of your species. Well, do you happen to know what that creature was? Just by chance?
I'm rather busy at the moment. I would appreciate some peace and quiet right now.
Okay, perhaps another time I ask him. Oh, I tell him as I walk off, I guess.
Alright.
I can't use my ring because I've used it beforehand. Actually, when was... Yeah, no, I have. Yeah, because he was donning the armor.
Yeah, but I mean, you'd have some...
Alright, I suppose I'm going to get rest anyway. Fine,
Yeah.
I'll take the constitution hit.
Alright, so you look through and through the wall, and you see that he is still in his armor, but he is seated at the table, and there is a small empty vial in front of him.
Wasting healing potions.
And he seems to be reading the book that was on the table before.
Do I see this too?
No.
Can I look around in the room?
Yeah?
I look to his trunk. See if I can see through that.
You cannot see through it.
Is it because of the limitations of the ring, or is it magically bordered?
You don't know. You,
Can I get a little
you
bit closer?
concentrate and you cannot penetrate it. You don't know why.
And
I say, I guess it's magically bordered then, I guess. The rest of my knowledge. Is anything interesting on that book? I also can't make out the symbols or anything.
Yeah, you cannot understand the text at all.
Could I, scribble something down?
You can try, but you're looking at it at a very, very oblique angle. I mean,
Can I try and walk around, get a better angle?
Yeah, but you're looking at using the ring for a lot more time.
yeah, if you take more than -2, I think it might take. more
Don't worry
time
about
to-
him. Let him make his decision.
I thought it was based on, is it how long you use the ring, or is it how often you use the ring? I thought.
Kind of both. I mean, it's easier to use it for a continuous period of time than multiple brief periods. But
Now I'll push myself a little bit.
okay.
I'm not going to go past the point of when I was back on that other planet, that green shield planet. So I'll take as much as strain as I can with that. If it's more than that, then I'll stop.
You are able to copy down a single sheet before you are feeling fatigued.
Okay. I have parchment and I have ink. I don't know how much that's going to use. Just a single sheet.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Do I recognize it?
Yeah. I'd
Looking
pass
over
it
his
to-
shoulder?
No.
You can't pass it to me. I'm invisible.
You do
I
not
pass it
recognize
to the air. The air takes it.
Do I recognize it at all?
No, you don't. Your detect magic has ended by now.
Yeah.
Lafdul.
I do have read magic. I take it, and I have comprehend languages.
Comprehend language.
I've got those two memorized.
Well, I mean, if you want to try one of those.
Okay, I'll try read magic first.
Okay. It does not make the text clear.
And I try comprehend languages.
Oddly enough, that doesn't seem to work either.
That is weird.
Maybe I just didn't copy it properly. That's also a possibility.
I pass it back to Lafdul and I said, that's weird. It neither reacts to read magical stuff, nor does it react to comprehend languages, which...
Maybe I could pray to Everin over it. Basically, I'll use idea.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
gonna cast idea?
I don't have it memorized now, but it'll be like the next day or something.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to memorize that and try it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
This poor guy.
Well, at this
Doesn't get a
point,
break.
you know, wherever that other ship was or went, it is gone. You're able to return to spelljamming speed after about another 10 minutes or so, and Paris asks if you guys want to look for the ship, try and looking for the ship, or just continue on to the crystal shell.
Just that's up to the leader.
The longer we're out here, the worse we're going to be.
Higgimus actually stepped away, so it's up to you guys.
Well, Braxon would say, well, if you want to get back to sleep, we'll just carry on as we were.
Okay. He returns to his quarters, and you guys continue on to the crystal shell. Takes about 4 hours. Although I suppose I should have made it clear that you will need a portal spell. Leva.
Oh, I have one, but it's not memorized.
Do you have a spare slot? Like, if you had memorized it, you haven't used up all those slots yet, right?
Correct.
Okay, then
Let me
we'll
see.
just say that you...
What level is it? What level is it?
It's second level, I think.
No?
Yeah, I think it's second level. You haven't used up all your second level slots, right?
Second level, I do have a slot, yes.
Okay. We'll just say that you... I mean, you would have known... I should have mentioned it, but you would have known that you would have needed one, so...
okay. Okay.
So you cast that and find the portal out into the phlogiston.
What level's the priest equivalent? There is a priest equivalent, isn't there?
I believe it's second level as well.
So I don't have that spell written down. I suppose I should write that down at some point.
Do you have you have access to divination, right?
Yeah, mine.
Divination.
Let me
yeah.
look.
It might be a third level spell because usually priest spells are one level higher than wizard ones.
Not necessarily.
It's an equivalent.
True Seeing is one level lower, for example.
Well,
You may not actually be able to detect a portal. That may not be a priest spell.
Oh. Oh, I think there was something called locate portal.
Oh, that's probably what it is.
Yeah, that's what I've got too.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. Let's see. That would be...
It was in the Spelljammer book, but it's been a while since I've looked it up.
Well, it would definitely be in the priest's spell compendium. Let me...
Would it?
Yeah, because all of the Spelljammer spells were published before that. And nope, Locate Portal is not a...
Not seeing it in
Priest spell.
Concordance of Arcane Space. It's just a wizard spell.
Yep.
It always
I
has
think
to
that there
be
are some
wizard.
spells like Find the Path that would work in that regard, but yeah, I don't...
Seems a bit odd that it's restricted to wizards, yeah?
There's a lot of spell restrictions, so...
Yeah, but what I mean is that it basically means that wizards have the monopoly on leaving a sphere.
There are magic items that can do it too, so...
Ah, right.
But yeah, I mean, and there are natural portals. I mean, that's what this spell is actually doing, is it's finding a natural portal. Okay, so you guys...
priests, like the guy we have aboard, might have a power that allows him to find a portal as well. Like you have your fairy firepower and such.
He actually does not.
Interesting.
He's Celestian is a Greyhawk deity, so he's primarily about that. He's just a deity of stars, space, astronomy, but also astral travel and stuff like that. So, all right, okay. You are able to locate the portal fairly easily. And traverse through it out into the phlogiston uneventfully.
Sounds good.
Okay. You've already verified that all of the flames aboard the ship are put out. So this has been a total of 7 days since you left your asteroid, so make sure that you're keeping track of your air usage. And it's 9 days since food, since you left Brawl, so keep track of food and water. And is there anything in particular you guys want to do on the trip through the phlogiston?
I'm back. And did we kill the guy?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Good job, people. And then who is keep track of the food and water and such in there? Is it me? Am I the one doing it?
I don't know if anyone has volunteered.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
I forgot I was muted. I was gonna say if you didn't want to, I'd do it, but you said you're gonna do it, so.
Well, I mean, you just volunteered. Do you want... It's up to you, Higgimus.
Yeah, Yeldan, that could be your job. Good job.
Cool. So
Way to volunteer and look out for the team.
So 7 days of air.
And 9 days of food and water. Okay, so I have made a little phlogiston map here, so you guys can see where certain known spheres are. There are more spheres on my version that you guys can't see. They will be revealed as needed.
Good thing.
I think our goal was refuge.
Yep. So you have to swing by realm space first. You don't actually have to go into the realm space crystal sphere.
We can do a flyby.
Yeah.
We can wave at Elminster and all them.
Yes. They can clearly see you through the pitch black crystal shell.
Lafdul gets homesick as he
Well, what exactly is hero space and great space?
Great Space is original D&D.
Well, no. So he asked about Great Space. Hero Space and Great Space are just other members of the known spheres that you'd be aware of. Fairly regular travel goes into them. Hero Space has 9 planets, roughly mirroring the 9 alignments. So some of them are pretty common, trading destinations. Others not so much.
The chaotic evil one, I imagine, is not.
No. To a certain extent, it also tends to serve as a retirement community for retired adventurers as well. Great
Forge
Space. Forge Space is the one that you guys went to in the first adventure. And Great Space is a pretty major transit route for goods and stuff like that. They worship the Greek pantheon there.
I was about to say, everything is great in Great Space.
Are all these places relatively close to each other? Considering
Well, you gotta look at the map. How many hexes?
Yeah. So don't look at the hexes for distance. That's just a way for me to set them up fairly easily. They are. And the other thing is that you could have 2 crystal spheres that are really close together, but the phlogiston path between them is really, really sluggish. You could theoretically decide to go from Brawl Space to Hero Space and just set out into the Deep Phlogiston and hope you get there. The lines are the actual
travel paths.
the known rivers in the Phlogiston, and they're not always two-way. Some of them are only one-way.
Mm.
So, just
For instance, like what was it? Dark Sun would be somewhere completely out of the way, right?
Yeah, no one knows where it is. No one's heard of it.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
By canon.
well, by canon, it's like either inaccessible, like it could literally be right there in the middle of everything, but there are no rivers to it, and the sphere is sealed, or it could be so far away that it would take, even at the fastest phlogiston traveling speeds, 12,000 years to get to. So
Okay.
it's like
I was always under the impression that it was just so far away to get to.
it's
Not that it was sealed, but it was just too far away.
it's essentially, it doesn't matter what the reason is, you can't get to it.
Okay.
So it could be anything that you can possibly think of as a reason why you would not be able to get into their crystal sphere is a potential reason for it, for you to not be able to get into the crystal sphere.
Okay.
Then, was there also another weird sphere like the Age of Worm sphere or whatever it is?
Oh? I mean, there are certainly weird spheres out there. Like I said, there are more on my version of the map that I will reveal to you as, you need to go to them.
Yeah.
That, than you're actually seeing right now. You're seeing the ones
Okay.
that you guys would definitely know about.
Where
Yeah,
is
let's-
winter space?
Somewhere else. You do not know exactly where it is right now.
Unless your PC comes from another crystal sphere, they're not going to know anywhere else other than where we've gone already.
Okay,
Oh,
so let's see
I
if we
come
can make
from,
our way to Refuge.
Me and Lafdul come from realm space, which we're going
Yeah,
to.
which is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know realm
We get a
space.
bit
but-
homesick.
And,
Uh,
I mean, Gray Space, Kryn Space, Hero Space, and Great Space are all very common travel destinations. Winter Space isn't as commonly traveled.
Mhm.
And there are some others that I, you guys might technically know about, but I haven't decided if I'm going to reveal to them to you right now. It'll
All right,
certainly
so
come up if you need to go there.
So the reason why I was asking about the winter space is because I actually have a star chart.
Yep.
Of that.
You can.
You
As well as Alver space.
right, but you don't know right now exactly where Winter Space is. So you might need to buy a
Okay.
chart that will help you get there. You know of its existence, but you don't know where it is.
All right.
It's a fairly
Yeah.
common one, so basically all you need to do is buy a chart.
And prime space, is prime space a fairly common one?
It's known. I actually just realized that I don't have it on my map here, so I will have to put that on my version. But yeah,
I'm gonna make you use all these places that you're making maps for.
that's why that's one of the reasons why they're there.
Alright.
All right, so you guys are gonna have a fairly lengthy trip through the Phlogiston. You know that the trip from Brawl Space to Realm Space is just under a month. Well, actually, it can vary a little bit. Is there?
Are you doing the 10 to 100 days thing, or
Hell
have you
no.
fixed?
That's that's insane. That's if you. I will be using that for if it's a case of we know that it is somewhere out there away from Brawl. Like if you wanted to just say, all right, we're just going to Winter Space right now. We think we know in the direction it is. Let's see if we can get there. Then I will use the 10 to 100. Or if it's like a case of we're going to bypass the rivers and try to get to Hero Space, or something like that. Then I might use that. But no, that kind of thing was like for, hey, we found a Phlogiston river. Let's just take it and see where it leads us. I think.
All right. So I can assume that we have a star chart or a map or whatever you want to call it of what we have on the screen right now, right?
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Okay. All right.
So
Cool. Leva, do you want to work on any spells or anything while we're traveling?
I don't think we have a proper a workshop place for her to do that, right?
She might be able to do some stuff. It's up to her.
I don't know, make wizard things. I don't know what you waggly finger people do.
Well, I was going to continue with the alchemy stuff and read through the books and sort them out. And I should also go through the spells in the scrolls.
Would doing archery practice take up arrows?
If you're specifically like setting up a range where the back of the range is like the back of the ship, so that you're only hitting the wall of the ship or setting up some targets, then probably not.
Okay. I was thinking about it like that.
Okay.
But I like have fletching, so or
I know what something I would do actually, and this would be helpful to Ockar. Is that I would use speak with animals and try and get some basic training done with him.
You really need animal training to train.
Basic. I'm
even so. I mean, that's he can handle the basic training without speak with animals kind of thing. Of just like you can get your wolf to attack kind of thing. You're already there.
Sick him.
The thing that you really need training on is if you want him to do tricks, and that requires a lot of time. That's not just speak with animals.
yeah, it does. I
You need to
remember
actually
seeing
train 'em.
something about that in the Ranger's Handbook.
Oh, did we learn anything about the attacker? Oh, sorry, I was away.
No.
I want to use idea at some point, but it hasn't been like a night's rest or whatever. So.
Well, I mean that's kind of so. If you want to do that, like first off, first day into the phlogiston, that's fine. Just kind of getting a feel. I mean, we're looking at a month-ish travel time.
Does Arcane know anything about it?
He did not say.
I will. Over
Did somebody
the course
ask him?
Yes.
Yeah, I did in Braxon. Well, didn't I think? He said he didn't want to talk about it.
Didn't want to talk about it.
No, I said he probably won't talk about it. If you
Well,
ask him about the arcane, he'll mention it.
Okay, here's I'm looking at. I think there's some changes for Rangers doing training, but for a general task you need 2 months. For specific tricks requires 2d4 weeks.
Yeah, but you need the prime requisite for all of that is animal training.
Mm-hmm.
The skill.
And then you got and then
no
you
one
make
has
a
that.
proficiency check.
So until someone has animal training, you're kind of stuck with what you can do, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Lafdul, you want to cast idea?
Yeah. When it comes to that scroll, that I've wrote down.
Okay, so the problem is that it's related to stuff that you have forgotten or overlooked.
Does it look like it could be a cryptography kind of thing? Does it look like it's just... Well, yeah, that would be the primary thing I think of, because we've tried... I could try praying over it like a priest.
So,
Well,
but
maybe
the thing is that you don't actually get... it doesn't specifically say that you ask a question. You get a sudden flash of insight. It may actually be unrelated to what you're thinking about right now, but it may be something else that you've overlooked.
Which might be interesting.
Yeah, well, I might have overlooked something. Have I overlooked something that I know of?
If you want to cast idea, yeah. I mean...
Yeah, I'm going to cast it.
Okay, all right.
This is downtime, so...
So you cast it. You do not learn anything new about this attacker.
Well, no, it's more specifically about the scroll.
And the scroll, no, because you don't get anything. You haven't overlooked anything related to that.
Over the several...
Well, hold on. The spell doesn't actually say you get to ask a question.
Yep.
No. What? That's not what I was gonna. I was basically gonna say during the downtime, I'm gonna keep on spying occasionally, every now and again, to write down more about the book.
Yeah, okay. So, the first time you cast the idea spell, you suddenly remember that when you originally picked up that elven jewelry so long ago, Leva seemed to recognize it. She had an expression of recognition, but then it went away.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, that's going to be very hard for me to translate. What was that? That was in reference to the material that armor was made out of.
No.
Oh.
This was in reference to, remember the puzzle boxes that had the elven jewelry, the
yeah, I remember
flute
that.
yeah?
But what was I casting idea on to get that?
You weren't casting idea on
You
anything.
don't cast on anything.
You
it
cast
just
idea
happened.
to try and remember something.
Oh,
You get a flash of insight. And if there is something related to what you're working on right now, I would give it to you if you'd overlooked something, but you haven't really overlooked anything related to this stuff right now. You just
So
there's just things you don't know. But this is something that I dropped a while ago, and you guys all overlooked it.
Oh, there were quite a
Do
few.
we still
There
We're literally talking about like 8 months ago.
Yeah.
Well, no, I do remember something. That was when just before we started the shower thing, you, as almost the very last thing of our session, you mentioned something. But I don't quite remember what it was. Give me enough time and I do remember.
Okay. Like I said, the spell works this way. It gives you a flash of insight. It reminds you of something that was overlooked. And this was something that was overlooked. You haven't overlooked anything related to this creature that just attacked you or this page.
What was it? It had something. Oh, God.
You can think about it. You don't need to work on it now. I mean, you sold those items.
Did we get anything off that creature apart from the halberd?
The creature, what?
Albert.
The halberd was destroyed as well.
Yeah, everything was twisted and unusable upon its death.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be able to turn it into scrap. You know, it does. Ockar, give me a armor smith roll.
I can do it.
Okay, let me check to see what that is for me. That is okay. So armor, that's 11. So that's 11 minus 2. So I have to get below a 9.
Yeah, mine's 13. My weaponsmithing's 13. 12 minus 3. Jesus.
I
Okay,
succeeded.
Ockar, it's pretty good quality steel. Now, I mean, obviously, you can't actually use any of these pieces, like reuse any of these pieces. You'd have to, melt them all down, reforge them, and everything like that. But it's good steel.
This is very good steel. If I could melt this down into a forge, I could make something pretty decent out of it. We can't reuse it as it is now, but yeah, we could definitely reforge it into something else.
Does he do the cliche thing where he bites it?
I would not bite. I would not bite metal.
Yeah, you
No,
don't
do
know.
that to gold. Do
right,
that to
you
gold
bite it-
coins to see if they're real.
Yeah, you bite gold because it's soft.
I was doing it to be like cliche.
You bite gold, not steel. Steel is very bad to bite. You break your teeth.
So, what would I call this? Weapon and armor scrap metal?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Is the weapon made of the same metal?
Yeah.
So just one thing.
Is it not just regular steel, or is it regular steel?
It's regular steel. It's just well made, high quality. There's
It's very fine quality. This is like close to as masterwork as you can get with steel.
I mean,
so better than your armor abilities, then. Lafdul.
Better than what I can do. Yes.
Just rub that salt in a little bit more.
Hey, I have a very fine set of plate armor. I do not know the weakness yet.
What? Hey, you know what? That's fine. I haven't made any guns with my crafting proficiency yet, so
You have gunsmithing?
Yes.
yes. I think what I kind of roleplay Higgimus using it as is more of like a maintenance thing.
Yeah.
So anytime like his guns get fouled or something like that, he can fix it or
Yeah, you'd be able to
that
repair.
sort of thing.
You'd be able to repair one that blew up, kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay.
I have weaponsmithing, but I don't really use it because of the -3 on top of the 12 score.
But that would a lot of proficiencies. That means that you would basically never have to make a check for any kind of maintenance that you'd want to do on your own weapons. Your weapons will always be sharp. You never need to worry about that kind of thing. So you know how to take care of your weapons. There's a lot about proficiencies that having the knowledge of it means that there's basic stuff that you would never need to check.
So I'm able to do that with my armor and shield.
Yeah.
The way I see it is that Ockar would be able to maintain all of our stuff, type of thing.
I know how to maintain your armor and shields, and Yeldan knows how to maintain the weapons.
I
So
also have
on the trip, so Leva, you are primarily focusing on studying more, trying to get more information about alchemy for the future taking of the proficiency. Is that correct?
And reading through the books.
The books that
I'd
you got, they do look like they would be useful in a wizard's library.
Okay. So since Higgimus offered to help, we sort of start on sorting through them and grouping them, etc.
Okay. Higgimus, these the concepts in these books are way over your head.
Well, that's fine, but I can put things in alphabetical
Yes.
order.
Yeah, you can. Or whatever order she wants.
Or
she might want-
groupings.
Yeah.
Or, start implementing the Dewey Decimal System.
No, I'm
There
pretty
is
sure
no-
you'd need an intelligence of 19 for that.
Oh, really?
I'm
I
kidding.
was going to say, I'm not stupid.
That is true. But
There's
These
no Dewey
things
Decimal
are-
in space.
these things are also, I mean, it's not just an intelligence thing, it's a familiarity thing. I mean, a lot of this
Yeah.
is just stuff that you've it's one thing to know basic math. It's another thing to have any idea what the hell calculus is, kind of thing.
Well, yeah, but I can go through and be like, okay, this book here says a bunch of things about plant things.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Leva, this is another plant book. Here you go.
Yeah.
And then she can further categorize it.
Right.
And then in this other book, this one here talks about mixing chemicals. Here you go.
And you can certainly alphabetize anything that is written in common.
Yeah, it's just
Oh.
Yeah.
light helping her out type thing.
And I mean,
only
you
Modrons
do
understand
you
Dewey
do get
Decimal.
some practice with the reading and stuff like that. So I mean, even if it is way over your head and stuff like that.
And the other bits of my time are going to be spent with the new priest,
Okay.
going over star charts and applying
People,
just on navigation stuff.
Yep.
if you made your own notes, the date when this thing happened that was never explained was the 16th of September.
Hey?
Quite
Yes,
a while.
I can't tell you what it was, but I remember it was the date before the show was started, and that was the 23rd, and so this must have happened on the 16th. Whatever it was on the 16th, and I remember it clearly. I just don't remember what Old wanted and said.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's fine. Again,
It's
so
about
so the idea spell has worked its magic, and now there are things for you guys to try and figure out again.
Ponder.
Yeldan, don't you make notes from
Uh,
everything?
Not about everything, and things relevant to my character.
Yeah, I mean, like this was about you. Why would he take notes of this?
Yeah. It was.
It's one of the reasons why I encourage people to take notes about their characters.
Oh, I did just not of that.
I mean, it's
That's
just
fun.
silly elf stuff. It can't be that important.
Oh,
It's very important.
Lafdul, where's your ring?
Yeah,
Oh,
silly elf people that bring you back to life.
I guess.
knowing that we've got a lot of repairs to do, Braxon would have asked to have the shifts slightly off of half and half, so that he had a repair crew for his shift.
you've got plenty of spare people. I mean, you've got people
Yeah.
who, you've got the sailing shifts, and then you've got sailors who do, they man the weapons crews.
Yeah.
So when the
They
weapons crew guys aren't doing anything, you can have them repair.
Cool.
So you wouldn't
Okay.
you wouldn't be taking anything off the regular sailing shifts.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking that I don't know if we've got enough time to repair all the damage before we get where we're going.
No, you don't.
Problem.
But the point is to just repair as much as possible to maximize the value.
Yeah.
And if you get into another battle with something large that would damage the ship, you've got a few more hull points. Comfort zone kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's what you're going to be doing. Yeldan, you were talking about setting up some targets for archery practice.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is preparing me for when I hit level 6 to get my expertise in the bow.
Okay.
So-
Lafdul, is there anything else that you want to do?
Aside from making a 100% copy of whatever he's reading, I can't make up my mind if I wanted to use a rapier or get a second point in dual wield weapons, so I can use 2 short swords. I don't know.
2 short swords and less penalty, yeah.
Well, I mean,
Well, it means I can use 2 short swords rather than a short sword and dagger.
one thing that you can do is basically, I mean, you can practice with the rapier now. It doesn't mean that you have to take the proficiency when you get the
Yep.
Open slot. You can always make the
Well,
decision
yeah,
later.
actually, while Yeldan's doing the archery practice, it does kind of make me think about trying out the bow as well. That I've got the one that's the strong.
That's
Yeah,
also the
Yeah,
other reason.
so, okay, so you do that, you pull it out, and you find that you cannot string it. You're not strong
I
enough.
asked someone that's stronger than me to try it.
I'll try it.
Ockar, you can string it.
What's the strength difference between us?
Ockar's
I have a strength of
16.
16.
I have a strength of 14.
So then I won't be able to test it because I have less.
Nah.
So, once Ockar strings it, Lafdul, you find that you could shoot it, but you're definitely not getting the most out of this bow.
Yeah, that bow's useless, I say. Anyone want a bow? I can't use it.
I use
Well,
a crossbow, so that's not useful for me.
Well, I've got a bow. Let's give it a feel.
All right, Braxon, you can string it, and it feels like when you pull it, when you draw it back, you're getting the most out of its pull.
Nice bow.
You can have it if you want it.
Well,
Bows.
I've now
Can't
got a
use
magical
reliable
bow.
gun.
It's not magical bow. It's a
No,
No,
I've
he got the
I
magical
picked up a
bow.
magical
I got the
bow.
non-magical
I've not
bow
had a
that I
chance
can't
to
use.
not had a chance to use it. I was going to use it in the fight before last, and a load of people came at us, and I had to pull out another weapon.
Speaking of that,
Well, I mean, it's up to you
I
guys.
am also using the magical longbow.
So with regards to the short bows, what do you want to do? You want to have 2 bows? You want to just not use this one, sell it later?
Yeah, it's useless to me. I'll just go back to the regular short bow that I've got.
Okay.
Someone wants to have it, you can have it.
Well, Braxon
Or
can
you
draw
could
do,
back.
swap bows.
Well, Braxton could have a room full of bows. Do any of our Giff use bows?
No.
These guns.
They would either use crossbows or firearms.
Do you say that when Higgimus is around, he might slap you?
I would.
Do they not have? Do they not have arrowheads with smoke powders and little flints on them?
I roll my
If
eye.
they were gonna be using arrows with smoke powder, they would just use a gun.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you guys
Yeldan
can
has
think about you guys can think about what you want to do about those two bows, short bows. One that's magical, one
Yeah.
that has a greater draw strength than Lafdul can handle. And I think we'll take our break here, and when we get back, I'll have rolled up to see if you guys encounter anything in the trip. Otherwise, it'll just be fairly uneventful.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll take our break, come back in about 10 minutes or so, and get back into the trip through the Flotchiston.
I'm gonna see if I can get my headphones to work on my computer during the break.
Okay, I mean, you could just wait until after the session's over. It might be best.
Okay.
It's working just fine as is.
All right, so we'll be back shortly.